What is the Washington Commanders' ceiling and floor for the 2024 NFL season? What's the best case scenario for the Commanders, and what's the worst case scenario, in my opinion? We'll get right into it. Let's run the intro. Let's get right to today's video. What's up with y'all? Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network, so Protest Sports Network, your boy Tom, aka Tech. I am back with another video. Fighting toward glory to God, for God's right now, God's open doors, in paving ways for all through in the Lord's name. Pyramids. Today's video, we're here with the Washington Commanders. If I get too far into it, yeah, quick verse of the day. I'm not gonna. This one's super quick though, so it's just it is. And it's from Luke 10:18. It's a verse that Lil Nas X put on his Satan shoe. Y'all remember that? He replied, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." Uh, Basically, just don't fall like Satan, man. You're not trying to go to hell. I'm not trying to go to hell. We ain't trying to go to hell. Get right to today's video. So, 145 mark, you should write today's content. So, the Washington Commanders 2024 NFL season. Let's go ahead and start with what we have done so far this off season, and how I think we're going to look this year as our best case scenario and worst case scenario. So we have signed free agents such as Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner. We have drafted Jayden Daniels with the number 2 pick overall in the 2024 NFL draft. We traded Sam Holloway for a 3rd round and 5th round pick swap from the Seattle Seahawks before the draft. We drafted players such as, of course, Jayden Daniels, Ben Sinnott, Mikey Samerstill, Johnny Newton, defensive tackle, side defensive end out of Illinois. We got Brandon Coleman, tackle of TCU. We picked up Luke McCaffrey, wide receiver out of Rice, which is the little brother of Christian McCaffrey and also son of Ed McCaffrey. So really tight bloodline in the NFL already with this young man. I think he has a very high ceiling at the NFL level. Not the highest floor, but very high ceiling nonetheless. You got a guy like Jordan McGee in the 5th round, which I think is very athletic, and I think day one will be a special teams fiend for you. And also will play some defensive snaps and also be decent at that as well. And we got Dominique Hampton, the safety out of Washington. Remind me a lot of Cam Curl with his IQ, his hard-hitting ability, and his football savvy. So he's a very interesting player as well. So that's what we have done so far this offseason. We hired Dan Quinn as our head coach, also Cliff Kingsbury and Joe Wood Jr. as our offensive and defensive coordinators, respectively. And we have hired a nice staff of positional coaches. We kept guys like Bobby Ingham around. And we've hired Randy Jordan left to go to the Tennessee Titans. But we did hire a guy, Anthony Lynn, who's a really good running backs coach as well. So we picked up a guy like Austin Eckler as well in free agency to team up with Brian Robinson Jr. So this is going to be a very, very interesting season. We had got a nice mix of vets and young players to round our roster. And I feel we're going to make some more moves before training camp, but nonetheless, that's the move we have made so far. So let's get to the floor. Worst case scenario for the Commanders, everything goes left. So the way everything goes left, Jayden Daniels doesn't play well. He plays inconsistent. We see Marcus Mariota because of his inconsistent play, which I hope that does not happen. I don't want to see that fool should not be winning 0. I don't know why the hell they allowed that to happen, but whatever. But yeah, Marcus Mariota has to play because of Jayden Daniels' inconsistencies. Kind of how Dwayne Haskins had to sit down for a while in 2019. He got thrown to a game and they went left and they had to go after Colt McCoy, whoever it was that went to the next game, whoever it was. But yeah, the offensive line doesn't look good. Receivers ain't create separation. Cliff doesn't have the offense clicking on any type of cylinder. The defense is getting cooked. If everything goes left, I think we're probably a 5-12 team. I think we beat the Giants once. I believe we can win. Because some of these, it's not going to happen every game. We're not going to be bad every single game. And some would just be super inconsistent. Then we beat the Giants at least once. I believe we probably beat a team like Pittsburgh, even without inconsistencies. I'm trying to think. I'm going to look at the schedule. Carolina is a team that comes to mind. And by the way, for all you Brandon Ayuk stands out there that want Ayuk and keep saying that they will want Terry McLaurin in a trade, shut up. But back to the point. Sorry about that, y'all. Who else will be? Carolina, Pittsburgh. I believe we will beat a team like New York. I think we beat the Giants twice. Let's just beat the Giants. It's another win in there. I can't think of it. Let's say the Cow. I think Cowboys week 18. They had nothing to play for. We beat them. They played back. We played back. All Stars played their backups, whatever. Kind of like 2022 when we beat them with Sam Howell quarterback. Something like that. So those are the 5 games we will win if everything went left. So yeah, Jaden Daniels is inconsistent. He has to sit down for a game or two, kind of recalibrate himself. I said the receivers aren't consistent, create separation outside of Terry McLaurin. The run game isn't super consistent. They'll have a game here and there where it's really good, but it's not consistent enough. Things of that nature. Everything just isn't consistent. Like, not everything is terrible, but it's not consistent. The defense isn't consistent. Things of that nature. The most realistic outcome for the Commanders this year is 7-10. I believe that's most realistic because I think we will be a little inconsistent. I think we'll come out the gates doing some good things. I think we might start 2-0, maybe even 3-0, maybe. But I say 8-9. 8-9 is the most realistic I see with the Commanders, because they'll be slightly inconsistent. We might come out like game busters, kind of cool off, then kind of find our rhythm again in November, and then December, might win a game or so, might win a game or two, but we just don't make the playoffs. That's 8-9 is probably our most realistic prediction if you are a Commanders fan or even a team that just a fan that just pays attention to football in general. The ceiling is 10-7. That means everything went well. The offense is clicking. Jay improved for 4,000 yards, ran for another 700 yards. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Terry McLaurin got 1,300 yards. Jahan Dotson got 1,000. Luke McCaffrey got 800. Ben Sinnott and Zach Ertz like one of the best duos in football. Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson are destroying backfields. Defense out there forcing turnovers, forcing the issue. Cliff out here just dialing it up every week, cutting up, dialing it up, making it look easy. It's too easy, right? Everything clicking. We spanking everybody. Everybody want this work. You getting this work. That's the ceiling. That's if everything is going well. Top 5 seed in the conference. I think that's how that would go. But I think realistic is 8-9. Ceiling is 10-7. Floor is 5-12. 5-12. Everything go left. Everything's going bad. Jaden ain't playing well. He's not acclimated to the NFL game. Everything just not going well. The offensive line stinks. Everything is trash. We go 5-12 probably, or 6-11. If we're just slightly inconsistent, which I think we'll be slightly inconsistent, especially the offense. I think 8-9 is realistic. You can beat teams like Carolina, New Orleans, teams like that. I don't think we're beating the Falcons. Hell no. You might even get away with beating, what's the other team in the NFC South? Saints. But probably beat Tampa, as inconsistent as we are. Because I think they're inconsistent. So they lost Carlton Davis, their best corner, and I don't think they replaced Tim Eber. So you could beat a Tampa. I think Tampa's a possibility. So you could probably go 3-1 in the NFC South, and you probably shoot the Giants. I hope so. That'd be great. And you can maybe beat the Bears. Maybe not. It's a toss up, right? You should be able to win. Beat the Cardinals, right? That's the game I thought I think about at Cardinals. So 6-11 probably my floor. I started thinking about 5-12, 6-11. You could pick either one of them. Beat the Cardinals. Yeah, there's a few games that you should probably win on the schedule, even more inconsistent play, because I think our defense will at least win 3 or 4 games by itself. And I think the offense, will in kind of a shootout win a couple of them here and there. So you probably get to 6, 7 wins that way. Then you win a game in week 18 that you're not supposed to win against Dallas, because they're probably playing backups or whatever. Even either their season's over with and they're eliminated from playoff contention, or they already made the playoffs and they're sitting their starters. I think they're going to sit their starters, and our stars should be their backups. Period. Next, let me think. And then the ceiling is 10-7. That's everything goes well. Cliff down and up. Jaden out here throwing darts. Terry looked like the receiver that we think Terry could look like with an actual quarterback. Jahan Dotson's a resurrection of his career. Luke McCaffrey out here cooking boys. Out here like an upgrade from Curtis Samuel. Zach Ertz and Benson out here cooking boys. Brian Robinson's 1,200 yards rushing off like 250 carries. And then Austin Eckler's, bringing over 120, 130 carries and over 400, 500 yards rushing, and 300, 400 yards receiving, total 1,000 yards from him as well. We just cooking boys. We are just putting the work and got 6,000 yards of offense. I would just sending defense to the shadow realm, all that. We just destroying people. We just spanking do it. So, yeah, man, that's how I see the ceiling and floor in most realistic predictions for the Washington Commanders. What are your thoughts on this? What is your floor with your ceiling, and why you have it that way? So comment your thoughts, like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you on the next one. Peace, love, and blessing to all of y'all. And we'll catch you on the flip side, man. Peace, bro.